Hey y'all, it's Rachel with Mr. Nola's Glitter. It's a little different view, huh? It's just my hands. I am coming to you today. I'm going to show you guys how to create this really cool Tack-It, Instant Tack-It Dot polka dotted cup using our Tack-It, Lean's Tack-It over and over, Instant Tacky Dots, some of our Opal glitter, and our new microfine glitter that you're going to get in a kit with the Tack-It Dots, okay? So for this tutorial, on this cup I did not use these glitters, but for the sake of this video, we're going to try out these new glitters so I can show you guys just how cool they are. Okay, so I'm going to be using a 20 ounce skinny from Stainless Depot. If you guys have watched me before, you guys know that that is my favorite size cups. I like the straight sides. They fit really nice into your hand. It's either the 20 ounce or the 30 ounce. That's the cups that you will see me use all the time. And in addition to the 17-ounce wine glasses, okay? All of this stuff is available on mrnolasglitter.com. I will have all the links directly posted below this video, so you can do one click, add everything to your buggy. If you have any questions or anything after we're done, shoot me a message. I'll do my best to answer everything. So if you are ready, we will get to town. I'm going to put this to the side. I am going to put these things to the side. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with, we're going to put the Tack-It over and over on our cup. I'm going to move that up a little bit. I have my brush over here that's been soaking. Let me dry it out a little bit. If you have your brush in water, you want to make sure you get all of the water out of it before you use the Tack-It, so that way you have the right mixture when you're mixing it on your cup. Okay, so that's the reason why that's why I'm doing that. So here is my cup here. I'm going to show you guys, if you notice my bottle says mixed. When I get about halfway down, I just go ahead and fill this bottle up with water and just keep it pre-mixed in the bottle. It's really easy for me that way. But if you're just starting out, you probably have a brand new bottle. So I just mixed equal parts of Tack-It and water into a small little cup or a little condiment cup or anything like that. And then you can just mix it with a little popsicle stick or your paintbrush, and you're good to go. So this is how I do mine. I will show you the reason why I love this is because I can add one little line of Tack-It, if you can see that, and I'm just going to work it into my cup. You do not need a lot, okay? You want to work this all into your cup. You want to use long strokes so you do not get any brush strokes. So that pretty much covered the whole cup, but for the sake of being safe than sorry, I'm going to add one more line. If you see that, I do not forget my bottom. You can see the Tack-It is mostly still in the brush right there, so you're not using a lot of product. Okay, I'm going to add one more little line just to make sure I'm fully covered. This will be sitting a while, waiting to dry because I already have one cup that already has the Tack-It on it. Waiting for us to move to that step. I thought in advance, guys. I'm working here, trying. So as you're brushing this, I like to do long strokes with a wide brush. I use the Taklon. This is a Mod Podge brush. You don't have to use this brush, but I suggest using this type of a brush instead of sponge, because the sponge brush will leave bubbles and your Tack-It won't go on smooth, so it will look like you have rough spots after you rub the glitter into the Tack-It. Okay, so I just continue to turn my cup and just keep brushing to make sure it's covered completely every way possible. When it starts to dry, you can feel your brush is harder to drag across your surface, so that's when you know you're doing a good job, because if it's taking longer than now to feel that, you have way too much glue. And as you can see, there's still tons of glue in this brush, so I probably didn't need that second line, that second little squish of glue, but I wanted to make sure, because it's really hard to see this glue on a white base. If I was using a different color spray painted cup or whatever, you can definitely see really good, and you'll see the glue is white. So whenever that's dry, it's clear. So you know when it's ready. White cups are kind of hard to do because it's kind of a guessing game. You're just like, well, maybe, let's see. All right, so my brush, if you can tell, is dragging. You can see the bristles. See how the bristles are dragging? That's because it's starting to dry. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm going to put this to the side, put my brush into some water, and I'm going to put this on my dryer, and I'll come back to this one after we're done. I also recommend wearing gloves because if not, you're going to get Tack-It everywhere. So I'm going to change my glove so this glove does not stick all of my glitter on my hand. So 1 second, let me swap out this glove. All right. Perfect. All right, so while we're waiting the last couple minutes, I'm going to show you the glitter that's going to come in this Instant Tacky Dot Kit. All right, you're going to get 10 packs of microfine glitter. These are, I think they're 20 grams. It's not a lot of glitter in each pack, but it is perfect to create this type of thing because you don't need a lot for this. And I'm going to show you just how much we use, okay? So you're going to get all of this color, you're going to get all of this in your tacky dot box kit, okay? You're going to get a magenta, a gold, a yellow, a green, a turquoise blue, and an eggplant purple. You're going to get a light gold, a dark gold, a silver, and a platinum. So this is such a pretty array. So I'm going to try to use these colors to create this kind of look. So the first thing we're going to do, we've already tacked it at our cup. We've put the Instant Tacky over and over. Then we're going to move on to the Magnolia Opal, and we're going to rub that in, all right? So I'm going to put this to the side, move this to the side, and I believe my cup should be ready to go. All right, so this is my cup that I already put the Tack-It on earlier in preparation for this. Normally I use a sifter, but my sifters have disappeared. All right, so we are going to, let me see. Yeah. All right, I was seeing if I could find one, but I don't know where they are. So we are going to take this, and I am going to shake it lightly. I don't want to dump this because I want to lightly shake this. That's why I like to use the sifter. I want it to lightly fall. I don't want this to clump. See, if you can see now, it's kind of clumping, but that's all right. So I'm going to lightly shake. You could use a shaker if you had a shaker. I just use these jars. All right. So I'm lightly dusting this Magnolia Opal all over my cup. That already had the Tack-It applied. All right, so I am going to tap that off. I'm going to see if there's any spots that are missing. I'm going to dust it again. Shake it off. Don't forget your bottom. Your bottom is very important. Okay. So right now you can see the glitter on there. It's really pretty, just like it is. I'm going to put this to the side so I can pick up this main part of this glitter here. Don't fall. Put this back in my jar before I make any bigger of a mess. Okay. I'm going to make sure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub that glitter in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly rub it because all I'm going to do is I want to lay each flake of that glitter down flat. So as you can see right here when I'm laying it down, you see how you can instantly see that opal line? You can rub it any way you want to. You can rub it back and forth. This is just the way that I do it. So I lightly start rubbing from the bottom, laying that down. Now you see that opal? Look at that. Look at that effect that you're getting. Okay? Super cool. See, you're not getting, this is a messy technique, but the results are amazing, okay? So it's a little bit of mess for a big wow. So you can rub it this way if you want to. You can rub it back and forth. This is the way I do mine. I like to lay it all down one way. And then I'll go back to my problem areas if I have any to remove. Sorry. There we go. Look at that. So now I just use my whole hand. Just to make sure all of that is flat and burnished down and super smooth for our next step. So you see the difference on the bottom? This is it laid down into the Tack-It like this. Okay, and then this is the bottom where I haven't rubbed it in yet. So you know what? So I haven't laid it flat yet. So now I'm laid it flat. Now you see that, you see the difference? So that's it. So now you have a beautiful opal base and you're ready to dot it up. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side for a half a second. I'm gonna clean up this mess and we will move on to the fun part. We'll start polka dotting. Let's see. I guess I should have had a duster. All right. Whoop. Okay. All right. So now that we have our cup opaled up, I have this sitting here. I'm going to open our Tack-It dots. I'm going to take off these gloves now. That there's no chance. You just have to ignore my nails, guys. My nails are not done. I'm taking a break, letting my fingers heal. So these are the Tack-It dots. Okay, so they're cool, right? So to recreate this, I started with the red at the top. So we're going to start with the magenta. So this is about what you get in a bag. So I'm going to show you how much you have when we get done with the Tack-It dots. So the only thing about these little bags, they're not resealable, but if you cut the top, you can put a little piece of tape and close them back. Okay? So what I do is I cut these. They're perforated, so you can tear them if you want. I like to cut them. So if you're gonna put these on your cup, you're gonna think of this like transfer tape. You're gonna think of the clear part at the top like a transfer tape, okay? So just be careful when you pull it off because you want to leave your dot on your transfer tape. All right. So then you're gonna lay your cup here. You're gonna decide where you're gonna put your first dot. So I think I'm gonna put mine right about here. So I'm pressing it down and gently peeling it back. So there's my first polka dot. And you're going to do that all the way around your cup. And whatever direction you want, whatever pattern you want. So I'm doing the way I'm doing this is I'm going to, oh, don't put your finger in the dot like that. Leave it to me to tell you what not to do. I'm going to stagger it like this one is, like alternate it kind of. All right, so I'm going to put my first 3 down. You can do this another way. You can line it up, you can mark it, you can do it whatever you need to do to make you feel better. I'm just eyeballing this because it's art. And that's the way I feel about it. All right. I don't do more than 3 because I'm a klutz. Like you just seen, I just put my finger in it. So I'm trying not to put my finger in it, right? So then I'm taking my magenta and I am going to sprinkle it a little bit on this, on each dot. Okay. So this is a little time consuming, tedious. To me, it's relaxing. And then I just press all that glitter into my dot. Make sure it's all nice and stuck into my dot. So there you go. You have your first 3 dots. Let me grab a duster brush really quick so you can make sure we keep all of our glitter in one place. So then I will lightly take this, dust all that excess off, and there you go. You have the first 3 dots. So I won't pick that up right now, but I will start doing my next dots. I'm going to do the first line and then I'll put you guys on pause so y'all don't have to sit here and watch me do the whole thing. And then when I come back, I'll have them all dotted. Or for the most part, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll let you guys watch. Find my scissors. If y'all watch, y'all can see just how big of a doofus I am and how many times I stick my fingers in these dots. Like 47 already, and we just started. All right, so I'm just eyeballing it, placing my dot down, lifting up, and here are the other dots over here that I've stuck my finger in 48 times, 49. Right here. And pulling it up if I don't stick that one down. See, this is why you see that I only do one at a time, because I am a major klutz. All right, so rubbing that one in, lifting my back off, and then we'll take the last one here and eyeball it right about here. Okay. Don't get your trash and your glitter because you're going to keep that. All right. Alrighty. Again, I'm squishing that glitter into my dots. You can rub it in if you want to, if that's the look you want, to get the little Tack-It look. I'm just making sure. Alright. Take my little duster brush here. There's a little bit of sticky left on that one. I missed that side right there. So no big deal. I'll just add a little bit more of this glitter. There we go. Well, a long way to go, huh? All right, next row of dots. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off individually. I'm going to do the first row. I'm going to pause you guys, do a few more rows, and then come back and do the last row together so you guys can see the finished cup. This is a little tedious and a little long, and my fingers don't not seem to be working today. All right, so I'm going to eyeball it. Looks about right there. Looks good to me. All right. Are you seeing? I'm lifting off my dot. Sorry, I forget them. I forget you guys are with me sometimes. Sometimes it just gets stuck in my head. And pulling that off. Adding, oops, making sure there's no overflow. Adding that this spot. Let's see, maybe I can go all the way around it and do it all at one time. Let's see. Just be careful when you're doing this not to use your fingernails and scratch off your Tack-It under here, because it's easy to scratch because it's not sealed. And we're going to use two more. We're going to use one here and one there. And this will be completely done with that color. All right, and let's see, is there one more dot? One more right here. Like I said, there might be a better way to measure these, or there might even be a better way to put polka dots on your cup. I just thought this was really cool. So just shake it, shake it, shake it. I push it down in there. I push my glitter into that tacky glue and the dots in there. Make sure it's all squished in there. There's no doubt there's glitter in it. I squish it down and I rub it around. Make sure all the edges are covered. Like that. Alright, then I'm going to take my brush and lightly remove my excess. Alright, I'm going to pick up this glitter because I want to show you guys just how much we used. Put this back in here. So there you go. As you can tell, We hardly used any of that glitter. All right, so that was the first one. Now lightly brush it off again, make sure we don't have any excess colors. So there we go. So we have our first lines of polka dots. So I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more colors and then come back and do the last color with you guys so you can see the finished product, okay? So I'll be back. Next color down. This was the orange. These look really pretty together. All right, moving on down. Next we're going for the yellow. All right, we got the yellow on. Only 3 more to go. We got the green on. 2 more colors. Okay, we have the blue on. So the last thing we're going to do is the purple. I'm going to do the purple with you guys so you can see it out. I really love these colors. They look like jewel tones to me. Very different than the regular rainbow, but still very rainbowy. So I've just kind of been squinching them together as I get to the bottom. I may actually do 3 rows of purple at the bottom. We'll see when I get all of these on here. So I've kind of been able to pick up my time as I've been doing these off camera. So I've gotten a little better. My technique has gotten a little easier, like I've worked with it. I've been working offline for about 30 minutes, give or take. So this is a little time consuming to me. It's relaxing, so I don't really mind the time that it's taking, but you know, that's up to you. You can use this technique as a starting point for something else that you want to create. You don't have to create the same thing. You can just use the idea and use it to create something else completely. That's the great things about tutorials, is they will give you a technique and show you how to do something, but you can take it into your own and do whatever you want and create your own techniques. So this might be this is a little further down than the other one, but I think it'll be all right. My last one, I had 7 colors. I only have 6 on this one. So I had to squish in some colors together at the bottom down there for the original one that I did. But this one, I only have 6 colors in my rainbow. So I'm able to space them out really well. So again, I'm peeling it off, placing it. Yep, I'm going to have to put a little bit more down there at the bottom, I think. Placing it on my cup, like using it as a transfer, like the white part, basically as a transfer tape, like you would do any kind of decal. Sometimes they stick to the back, so you just have to find your section to pull it off. You can measure these if you want. I am clearly just eyeballing it. That's the good thing about art as well. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, by all means, measure, do your thing. But you guys know me, and I'm just fly by the seat of my pants. I close one eye and look at it, and I'm like, yep, that looks good to me. And I just go. I feel like I enjoy creating a lot more when I do that. I let the technical part go and don't worry about perfection, or if it's totally straight, or if my circles are perfect, or all those other things. I just let it go. and see what happens. Normally I like what happens, so it's good. All right, so I just need one more down here, and then we will put that purple on and we will be done. Okey pokey. All right, so like I said, this is the purple. This is, oh, focus. Hello. Why isn't it focusing? There you go. That's how much we have in there. I'm going to show you how little bit we are going to use. Oh, I love this purple. All right, so I just shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I press down, squish it, squish the glitter into my dot. Squish it, squish it, squish it. Rub it around, make sure it's got all the outside. Go all the way around. All my dots are covered. All the glitter is, oops, don't put your finger in the back side. Don't do that. I didn't do that the whole time. I have to put another dot on there. So, don't do that. Don't put your finger in the hole, in the gooey dot that doesn't have glitter on it. If you do, just put another one there. Alright, then I just take my duster brush, dust off all the excess. Let me get one more dot in that place where I stuck my finger in it like a ding dong. Just right about there. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, there you have it. That is our rainbow with our Tack-It dots. I think it's beautiful. I will seal this with triple thick just to make sure that my colors don't run. I will go back and clean up all the little straggler glitters that I have. I'll go and clean that up with a little brush. Then I'll seal this with clear, like triple thick, to make sure my glitters do not run, and then it'll be ready for a decal. So there we go. There you have it. So let me show you this last little bit, since I have this last little bit, to show you guys how much glitter that used. You remember I showed you. So let me make sure I get it all in the little hole here. Get it all in the bag. Alright. So if you see, we hardly used any of that glitter for those little dots. So this little kit, a little bit, will go a long way. So I hope you liked it. Let's see if I can flick you around. Hold on. Don't. Let's see here. I'm trying to say hey to guys. Sorry. Here I am. Hi. All right. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been a crazy video, I know. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. If you want to check us out, go to mrnolasglitter.com. Come join us on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want. And I can't wait to see what you create. Bye now.